Hey all, Keith here from the Emerald Minecart. Welcome back to another review, and today I'm reviewing episode 16 of Zeztz. Now, a decent amount of things happen here. Kamen Nox is officially called Kamen Nox. He has his new Nox form, or new rider form. He looks really cool. Zero dies. So yeah, a lot happens in this episode. And also, if you were expecting me to not give any spoilers in this review, well, you've came to the wrong review. Because I always give spoilers in my reviews. Besides, the series is free on YouTube, so you don't have the excuse to not watch it. Anyways, the pros, the cons, and the mix. First off, the pros. The fight scenes. Once again, fight scenes are amazing. I really did like the fight scene between Zero and Kamen Rider Nox, especially when you get to see like the new powers that Kamen Rider Nox has with his new driver. He essentially pulls out a shadow blade, like a blade made out of shadows, and like at the end of the fight, okay, I wouldn't call it his heart, but Kamen Nox essentially rips out Zero's core, and like Zero falls to the ground and then explodes. So yeah, if you're a big fan of Zero of Kamen Zeztz, maybe skip out on this episode. I'm just saying. Anyways. Yeah, the fight scene really good, especially with like the one between, well, like I just mentioned, Nox and Zero. Especially since obviously this is more of like a personal thing for Nox because, you know, he was essentially left behind by the code agency and, you know. But also the little fight that we have between Kamen Zeztz and the new Nightmare in this episode. Although, technically, it wasn't really a fight, it was more of a motorcycle chase. But, you know, it had some fighting in it. It was really good. Next up are the special effects. Once again, special effects are also pretty good. Although, I will say, Kamen Rider Nox using, like, summoning shadows to form a shadow blade, it looked goofy. But honestly, I liked it. I really liked it. Special effects, really good, especially for the finishers. And obviously, Zero dying, the explosion. It's like, don't worry, he'll be alright. Besides, you know, most of the time when a character dies in the tokusatsu, they'll be coming back in the next episode or two. That's usually what happens. Next up is the new Nightmare, the Wolf Nightmare. Honestly, I really like this one. Here's the thing. So, Nim, which is one of the supporting characters of the show, and like in real life, she's in some sort of coma while her consciousness walks around in like a dream world. So, she's in this Little Red Riding Hood outfit, and the reason is because like it's supposed to be for like a concert and something like that, which plays along with the Wolf Nightmare, and halfway through this episode, before the fight between Nox and Zero, we discovered that the Wolf Nightmare essentially vored Nim. Look, I know the whole story with like the Little Red Riding Hood is like, oh, near the end, the Little Red Riding Hood gets eaten by the big bad wolf, but it's just I don't know. But yeah, the Wolf Nightmare, honestly, he looks really cool, especially since he actually gets his own motorcycle, which I feel like is going to come back for other Nightmares. It didn't feel like too personalized to him, but this does definitely, like the motorcycle he has definitely does feel like it would be something that like grunts of the villain faction would use. Next up, Nox's rider form. It's a slightly, or yeah, it's a semi-different version of his previous Night Nox form. It still looks cool, especially since I really do like the combination of the blues and the oranges. I really like that. Then there is the Nox driver, which also looks really cool. It also really does give me heavy Portal vibes, mostly with the blue, orange, and white and black. Like the Nox driver legitimately does feel like something that would come from the Portal universe. Or not. I'm obviously very wrong about that. And finally, the new type of capsum, the Shadow Capsum. Okay, they're not called Shadow Capsums, but this capsum is the Shadow Capsum. It introduces this new type of capsum that goes with the Nox driver, although regular capsums can actually be used, or can be used in the Nox driver. But yeah, the new capsums that Nox gets are these ones that can split into two when they're put in the driver. And honestly, it's really cool. I quite like it. Looks cool. I can't wait to see more of these. So yeah, cons, I have no cons, and mids, once again, the music was okay. But yeah, I give this episode 6 out of 7 stars. It's very good. I quite liked it, especially with the ending that's like, holy crap, Zero is dead. What are we going to do now? Although, for the teaser of the next episode, we do get the hint that someone new has arrived to the code agency. Oh well. But yeah, so, that was it for my review. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!